Hello, everybody. Remon Azab here, aka Remon TeamSkunk. Just making another video. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's settling in here with these new mods and uh, you know got some nice plus 30 speed mods on top of all their characters. Anyway, just wanted to give an update on things. There's been an update this week that they're going to be changing um, some of the character descriptions or some of the character synergies based upon their group, whether it be Rebel or Sith, for example, or Night Sister, things like that. So they had made mention of Gamorrean Guard becoming a scoundrel, and I believe some other characters in the game are going to be able to be deemed, let's say, Empire or Scoundrel. I believe IG-88 is going to be a Scoundrel now, and so is Stormtrooper Han. So that's pretty cool. That's going to give you an opportunity to use more characters in some of these mod challenges. So if we're trying to or struggling to get through that Scoundrel event, and you're struggling to get through that Scoundrel mod challenge, you'll be able to use Stormtrooper Han, IG-88, and Gamorrean Guard after this new patch that they put out. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, no, the droid team I'm running is still doing perfectly fine. Still status quo, but today I wanted to really focus on Chief Nebit a little bit. Now we actually did get the chance to 7-star the Chief, so he's still at gear 9 right now, but I've been able to put some Omegas on him, and he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. Now, his viability in a Jawa team is, I'm pretty certain, is going to be excellent, but in a droid team, um, I think there's a possibility. I just think that maybe with my particular droid team, I don't really see it being um, beneficial to, let's say, take out B2 from this team. So we're just going to test him out here, though, a little bit in GW, see how he does with the droids, showcase some of his abilities here. He's a tank, so I gave him some additional protection. I gave him some damage or some offense. I gave him some um, mostly protection, and I gave him a crit chance. So he should be doing okay. All right, so let's see here. Now we got the engineer doing his battle cry. Got 86. That's going to be tough to come back from. Okay. What I really like here is with his taunt. Nebit taunts for 2 turns, gains heal over time for 3 turns, and reduces the cooldowns of all Jawa and droid allies by 1. So, even though 86 just used his call and assist, once I do this, his cooldown just was reduced again. So now he can do it immediately again as soon as his turn comes up. So let's do the AoE here. Okay, you see again, he's able to use that special right away again. That's pretty cool. So I'm not going to use it now though, because that's unnecessary. Okay. Now we should get to use his colon assist ability, which I put an Omega on pretty soon here. Let's take out Qui-Gon. Let's get rid of 86 here. So we're going to call in 2 allies here to assist. So deal physical damage to target enemy and call a random ally to assist, dealing 20% less damage. If the assisting ally is a Jawa or a droid, call another random ally to assist. All Jawa allies called to assist gain stealth for 3 turns. So if the engineer gets called here, he'll get stealth for 3 turns. If now anybody I call in is going to be able to call in a second ally to assist. So we're going to get 2 attacks here. Let's see. That could be a pretty fierce combo, I think. Even against a higher level team. So yeah, I mean, Chief Nebit, pretty cool. On his basic, he gives everybody protection, or he has a chance to give protection to other allies. So I mean, he's pretty interesting. Let's take a look here. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 70% chance to grant protection up equal to 20% of Nebit's max health for 2 turns to random ally who is not stealthed. So he actually will give allies a 20% increase in protection. Now, from what I've heard, this works on anybody. So I mean, it's a random ally, but I mean, again, when he uh, gives protection, he can even give the protection to somebody who doesn't have any protection currently. So that's pretty cool. So like the character who's, let's say, below Gear 7 that doesn't have any protection yet because they don't qualify for protection until they get to Purple Gear, you can actually grant that ally protection as well. It's pretty interesting. We're pretty much at full protection here, so I don't think it's going to benefit anybody, but let's give Nebit one more whirl here. Okay, let's do the basic. Now that is like a tickle, because that's Darth Sidious, and that's like a low-level Darth Sidious, so his basic definitely does not do a lot of damage. He needs significant damage, I think, or crit damage or something. I mean, again, he's not going to be your DPS character anyway, but still, he needs to hit harder than that. Right, let's see here. So we could take out 86. Okay. Now we should take out Luminara. They're pretty convincing. Unfortunately, Nebit only gets to take 1 turn every match because this is low-level GW. So, but still, pretty cool character. I mean, I don't see him being able to replace anybody on my PvP team for, or on my arena team for, um, for now. I mean, he's definitely still needs some work. I mean, I need to finish gearing him up, and probably need to give him much better mods than I have on him right now. I just kind of wanted to throw a set on him so I could get him out there and test him out a little bit. But that's the 7-star Chief Nebit. Now, um, as far as I've heard some information about these new raids coming out. I believe EA Jesse was on a radio show recently and discussed that they're going to be um, releasing the new raid in conjunction with the other raids. So there's not going to be actually removing the old raid. So you'll still be able to do the Rancor raid, and you'll still be able to do the droid assault raid as well. So I don't know how that's going to work with the Han Solo shards, if they're going to allow you to get Han Solo shards maybe out of guild shipments, or if you're going to have to do those Rancor raids to get the Han Solo shards, and then maybe there'll be a new character for the new raid. So I don't know how that's going to work yet. Hopefully we get some information on that coming up pretty soon. But overall, I mean, just trying to slowly level up the rest of these Jawas so I can get those crit damage mods, and also trying to get the just trying to upgrade specific mods here and there for certain characters. I mean, what I do a lot is I'll just go through some of the characters that I'm using in Arena, for example, and I'll just take a look at the mod and say, okay, you see on this mod here, it's 36 crit damage, which is great, of course, but it's 3 speed. So I mean, if I could get the equivalent primary stat with maybe a +8 speed or a +9 speed, that'd be great. Or maybe just an increase in protection. So what I constantly do is I just constantly go back and look at any new mods I get, and just try to see if they're worth the investment. It's tough to tell that unless you get a higher color drop, so you can take a look at some of the secondary stats. But typically, with the luck you get now with the drops on these mod challenges, when you sim, you're getting a lot of 3-dot mods that drop color, and all the 5-dot mods I'm getting are dropping clear. So it's just I did get a gold 5-dot mod earlier today. Let me take a look at that. Let's see here. So now that is okay. I mean, again, there's no plus speed on this, but still, that's a pretty cool starting point for some of these statistics. Hopefully, that protection gets a little higher, maybe 5% protection. And then this could be a mod that I could throw on, a character. I don't think I'd throw it on a PvP or on a arena character that I have right now, because I have some pretty good mods on them. But this is, I mean, I'll take a look and see, if it makes sense. I got to look at all the statistics. But that's what I do, basically, is I'll just take a look and say, okay, here, obviously the primary stats are going to be the same. But, these secondary stats here, I mean, obviously, +17 speed is going to be tough to replace. But on other mods, for example, this one's +9, that's pretty good. This one's +4. So if I was able to find one that was, let's say, +10 speed or +15 speed, I may throw that on there. But again, that also depends on what the other statistics are, because I get 3.6% tenacity with this, I get some potency, I get some protection. It has to make sense. If the other stats don't really add up, maybe it's not worth sacrificing the other secondary statistics to get, an extra couple of points speed. So, just kind of looking at that, and, for the most part, just getting ready to boogie with this new raid. I'm excited. We're starting to theory craft about what characters maybe I can start to farm or work on or gear up to get ready for that. A lot of early speculation is that the Jawa is going to be good, and possibly even Ugnaught. Uh, another anybody anti-droid is definitely somebody to look at, but again, there's going to be certain characters that are going to help out a bit more than others. We're thinking AOE stuns are going to be a way to go. So uh, just a lot of cool new things coming. The damage in our raids lately has gotten insane. I mean, there's so many people now doing 2 million damage and all this. So I mean, it's going to be nice to get a break from the norm here and try something different. I think no matter what we decide as far as how we're going to break up between doing the old raid and the new raid, I think for the immediate future, once the new raid comes out, we're going to be all over that. And just looking to see if some of these new character synergies are going to work. Like they just released an update to Wedge and to Biggs Darklighter, which makes them work or synergize well together. I happen to have Wedge, so for example, um, here with the unique, Wedge has plus 12% offense and plus 6 speed for each ally with a full health, and plus 12 speed for each ally without full health, and that's including defeated allies. So if Biggs Darklighter is present, he also gains these bonuses. Okay, now from what they've said on the forums, this isn't working right now, but once it gets fixed, with Omega, you're talking about plus 15, plus 9 speed for each ally with full health, and plus 15 speed for each ally without full health. So that should really significantly increase the speed um, of Biggs Darklighter and Wedge Antilles, especially if you're talking about behind an Akbar lead that gives them an additional 25 speed. So, that's pretty interesting. It definitely, makes them a more interesting, group to work with. My Biggs is not, I mean, I have the ability to 7-star him, but I just haven't really put much work into Biggs. But, and now his leader ability here, they reworked some of these things here. Rebel allies have plus 30% offense, recover 15% of their max health and 10% turn meter on a critical hit, and recover 25% of their max health whenever they defeat an enemy. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, again, that leader ability, has a lot to it. You lose the speed from the Akbar leader with the rebels, but that plus 30% offense is nothing to laugh at. And then he's also getting an increase in offense himself per ally, so he's going to hit pretty hard if he increases damage significantly, I guess, with some mods. I mean, it's definitely something to look at to see if, maybe worth, toying around with him a bit. I mean, he needs a significant amount of gear once you get him to gear 9. Now, from what I understand, he's going to be the daily login character for August, and then after that, he'll become farmable somewhere. So he's definitely, somebody that's going to be able to be available in the near future here. The thing is, like I said, he needs 5 raid gears, I believe. I gave him already a furnace to get him to gear 9, and then now he needs a Nubian tech. He needs a Nubian scanner, and this is a droid caller. So he needs all 3 of these raid gear pieces here just to get to gear 10. And then I believe at gear 10 he needs an additional raid gear piece. So, I mean, he's asking for a lot of gear. Really expensive to gear up, especially on a whim, to see if he's worth gearing up, So I'm hoping that somebody else makes that plunge, and then, or takes that plunge and then gives me some good info on whether it makes sense to invest all that gear into him, because it's definitely something that I'm going to hold off on, at least at first, if if he's not great, because there's other characters that need it right now. But Wedge overall looks a bit better here, and Biggs Darklighter obviously as well. I would love to try an Akbar lead with Leia, Stormtrooper Han, Wedge, and Biggs Darklighter at some time in the future here if they were all modded up. But uh, again, I'm just working on other projects right now first, so that's going to be on the back burner. But definitely cool that they're going back and reworking some things to try to make some characters that are already existing here a little better. And they've said they're going to continue to do that. So we may still see another rework on Asajj Ventress or another rework on Mace Windu, and they may actually make these characters a little bit more viable. In different game modes, because right now I just can't think of any game mode where Mace Windu makes sense. But yeah, no, definitely. Let me jump into an arena match here. Let's see. I'm gonna take on my guildie here, Sal. Just for fun. But yeah, it's just definitely interesting. So I mean, I'm looking forward to trying out some different things, and seeing what's up. This team for the most part seems to be done. I mean, I could put some more Omegas on a couple of abilities, but not really going to spend too much more time on that. Like I said, I'm just going to occasionally look at the mods and try to see if I can get any upgrades going on that make sense. And I think that's going to be the game forever, because once we get these new raids, we're also going to be getting higher level uh, mods. So we're going to get the 6 dot mods, possibly the 7 dot mods, and those will be the ones you're going to want to replace your 5 dot mods with. So eventually, all the mods that we're chasing after right now are going to become obsolete as well. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, hopefully they continue to add new content and just change it up a little bit. I think that you know since everything's kind of normalized from the mods update, things are starting to get more competitive, a lot more fun, and I'm just again, like, just looking forward to some new raid content, because we've been raiding this way for a while now. It's become pretty standard, and we have all the the Tebow teams, and with Rex and all that. So I mean, it's like, again, I'd like to see some a different challenge, maybe where some different types of characters are going to be the the way to go, so we can start theory crafting, and just try to come up with some new comps. Makes sense. Anyways, I think we're coming up on yeah. So I mean, I'm uh, again, I said I was going to make a top 10 video. I'm still going to do that. I just trying to solidify the topic. I'm wondering whether I should do a top 10 on possible future raid characters, or top 10 on just top 10 characters in general, because I don't think I have done one, or we have done one in a while. So um, but again, if you have any questions, or you'd like to come join us, come over to teamskunk.com. You can send me a private message there. You can come join one of our guilds. We're actively recruiting all the time. We're uh, I believe at 15 or 16 guilds strong right now, so we have spots available in different guilds, all different player levels, from your very experienced and more developed rosters to your lower level beginner stages. And, we welcome all and, just try to, pass around knowledge to everybody and try to, you know, uh, have a community where anybody can come and, uh, just, talk Star Wars. So, it's a lot of fun, and we'd love to have you down there. So again, that's teamskunk.com, or obviously lordskunk.com to check out updates and things about the community. But thanks for checking me out. Like, comment, subscribe if you have anything you'd like to see me do on my next video. I have no qualms trying out some different things. So thanks for your time, and have a great night.